Hey folks, my name is Joe Sasso and this is Puree Made Easy. We are in June of 2025 and I will be producing Puree Made Easy cooking videos which will be solely dedicated to dysphagia cuisine. My focus will be on how to properly prepare and present puree foods for people who have swallowing difficulties. These videos are intended for people with dysphagia, home caregiver, and the healthcare food service professional. My goal is to show you how to create delicious pureed foods that look like real meals and are simple enough for anyone to make. My approach includes using a variety of molds, which makes plating easy, consistent, and appealing. Most importantly, I make sure all puree foods meet IDDSI standards so they have the correct texture. So let's get right to it. Hey folks, Joe Sasso for Puree Made Easy. This is the cooking demonstration part of the video. So today we're going to do breakfast, and the breakfast today we are going to do French toast. So here in this plate here, as you can see, this is probably traditionally what breakfast would look like of pureed foods. We have pureed French toast, pureed scrambled eggs, and pureed ham. This is how it is typically served. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the same product and we are going to place them in molds. Same food, place them in molds and have a different presentation so it looks more appealing and appetizing to the person with dysphagia. So with these molds, what the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some spray on. With the French toast, this mold here is actually a mold from Simply Thick. This is a bread mold that you would use to make sandwiches for lunch, and we'll do that in a future video. But I'm taking this bread mold and I'm going to turn this into French toast. So I put some spray in it. I then take some cinnamon. I'll just sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon inside here to give it that French toast look, and then we'll spray again. We then take our French toast, about a 4-ounce portion. You can make it as many ounces as you want, 2 ounce, 3 ounce, 4 ounce, whichever is prescribed for your person with dysphagia. And we're just going to gently put it in. That's for the French toast. Next up is we have the scrambled eggs, same process. This mold we're using here, we talked about it in previous videos, is a Savarin mold. Very beautiful design for the eggs. So we're going to put our eggs in this mold. Very simple, easy to do. You're just pushing it down into the mold to make sure it goes in all around. The eggs are scrambled eggs that are simply pureed. Nothing is added to it. And going back to the French toast here, this recipe is a recipe from Simply Thick. They have a bread recipe that you could make bread, as I mentioned before, for sandwiches. In addition to that, I swapped out the bread portion of the recipe and used real French toast and pureed that in as well too. And we'll do a whole segment on the actual pureeing process. There are tons of videos out there to show you how to properly puree, but I will incorporate that into our videos here as well too. And then this is just a simple circle design for the ham. And this could be about a 2-ounce portion, small amount. So you have a complete breakfast here with a ham, eggs, and a French toast. And in future videos, I'm going to do waffles, I'm going to do pancakes. We'll have 3 different types of breakfast. We'll alternate ham, sausage, and we'll have some potatoes as well too, roasted potatoes, hash browns, that type of thing. So here is the food that we have. We're then going to place it in the container, and we're going to cook this in the oven, 350 degrees. Okay, so next up, our puree food is properly cooked, ready to be plated. Take the plastic wrap off. And what we're going to do is we're going to serve the French toast with some maple syrup. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a product called Simply Thick. This is a gel thickening agent that is typically used for beverages, but can be used for food as well too. And in this particular case, we're going to use it to thicken the maple syrup so that it is slightly thick. The velocity of the syrup is not quite thick on its own, so I'm going to add a little thickness to it. This is a 4-ounce jar. We're putting 2 ounces in, 2 ounces. We are putting, there's my dog, 1 gel pump, and we're going to stir it around. It takes about 30 seconds to get it to the proper consistency. As you can see, it's thickening up, it's slightly thick, and that's what we want to serve with our French toast. And we're going to pour it in our little sauce pot on the side. There you go. So the first product that we're going to put down on the plate is going to be the French toast. We typically slightly place our plate on an angle and we lay the French toast on top. We hit it down and we'll gently unmold it. As you can see, the cinnamon is all nicely designed on the French toast. It looks like French toast. We're going to place our egg Savarin mold down. And so this is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Release. And the same thing with the ham. And voila. So here we have a beautiful plate, French toast, eggs, resembles close to food, nice ham. Ham is all natural. There's no thickening agent in the scrambled egg as well. We have a nice bread recipe from simplythick.com, and the ham we pureed up with a small amount of Simply Thick gel to it. We have a little bit of raspberry sauce that you can plate up as well too. Put it any way you'd like. We're just going to put a little dollop here in the center. And then you can present the plate as is. You can place it in front of your person who's going to eat it. And you can then have a little sauce pot on the side and you can sauce away. And there you go. It's a beautifully designed French toast, scrambled eggs, and ham for breakfast. So now as a follow-up, there's a test at the end that's called a fork test. And the fork should gently go through the food. And this is what you're looking for consistency-wise. This is the correct smoothness. Look how beautiful and soft it is. Easy to consume. Same thing with the eggs and the ham. We do the ham. Beautiful. And then the eggs as well too. Beautiful. Look how nice and soft and smooth this is. This is a beautiful product. Well, that wraps it up for today, folks. Thank you for joining me. I'm Joe Sasso for Puree Made Easy. For any questions, please send an email to joseph@pureemadeeasy.com, and I'll see you next time.